Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. So we have advanced another month. It's February. We're still starting our day at 8. Next month we'll start at 7:30, and I think at April we'll start at 7, and then we'll run 7 through September and kind of change the times that way. Again, this is a long play version of the game, so everything is done, you know, pretty much the way we're going to do it, which is not speeding anything up, not slowing anything down. It is long play. All right, a yard or computer transfer log out of the wood. Okay. I don't want that bell wrapper because it's not the style I want. Nothing here that I'm interested in. We do need to see what kind of contracts are available. Right now, we could do this wood transport again. Not too many contracts. We'll wait and see. I do need to go and remove one tree from over here. And we were having a hard time finding it. So I guess we'll visit there and then we'll head towards our tree. We're not going to collect the wood. Just trying to look to see if I see anything. I mean, honestly, I don't. I always have a hard time finding that very last tree. There's 2 trees right here. I mean, this looks dead, but it probably isn't. Nope. That looks dead. But it's not. Always have a hard time trying to find that very last tree. I have found periodically that they might be just right outside of the red circle. You know, those look so much like it, but they're not. We had some down here. That looks like a dead tree, but it probably isn't. Nope. We were finding them so quickly. And then all of a sudden, we can't find Jack. There it is. I found it. It is right there. And that might just be a little bit outside of the circle. What did I tell you? Sometimes they're out of the circle. This has to be it. No marking on it. It is a deadwood. But for luck. Oh, I cut down the wrong tree. It's a deadwood tree. Yeah, it didn't have a mark on it. Yeah, we cut down that tree. There is a cultivating contract right here. But we gotta find one of those things. Sometimes you just cannot find that darn tree. I'm looking on the outside, trying to look in. We're running that circle right now. Could that be it? I don't think so. Nope, that's not it. One tree. Where could you be hiding, tree? I've already cut down one wrong tree that I thought was it because it was a deadwood. I'm looking for that red mark. And I am not seeing it. Could that be it right there? I doubt it. I couldn't get so lucky. Nope. Huh. Spend all day looking for a darn tree that I just cannot find. That looks like a dead tree right there. Is that it right there? Right? No, that's not a dead tree. Let's look. Any other contracts? We got that cultivating one. We could do that. I am not seeing it. So, you know what? I'm going to accept. I'm going to borrow. And I am going to cancel it. Doesn't cost me anything. We did make $1,000 off of it, so we almost hit it. We lost 2,000 though. I think that's because we cut down the wrong tree. Okay. Same truck. We are going to use we're going to cheat. We cheat on these. I'm just going to let you know. If you haven't watched this before, we are definitely cheaters when it comes to the wood transport. Because I cannot use that little machine in the back there to save my life. So if there's a point where I really cheat at, this is it right here. If I didn't have alt strength, I probably would not do this contract. Okay, we got 13 logs according to this. And I think those are the logs right there. I'm going to park this right here like that. Hop out. Toggle on superpower strength. We got to give it a little bit of distance, if not we can't get it over. I am thinking though, this might be a very good kind of a vehicle to buy. Now we don't make a lot of extra cash on these, so that is probably the big disadvantage of doing these contracts. But they are pretty simple. Woohoo! many logs we got left? 2, 4, 5 after this one. Good thing we got ties to tie it down. And this is the last log. There we go. Now, where are we going? We're not really going that far. I wouldn't mind getting a truck like this that didn't have the back piece. I wonder if they sell those. This is where we sell our lumber. And we made an extra 17 on that, but we completed that contract. There's a deadwood contract right there. And right now, that looks like what we'd want to do. It's almost in the same spot we were at. So let's accept it. We can make some money. Getting this truck because we're going to use this truck. This says we're in it. Oh, we did this area once before, and we kind of just parked right here. And yeah, let's get out and start cutting down some trees. That's one right there. there's a lot of trees on this one, so... Oh, missed it. Missed it by that much. There we go. Yeah, we got a traffic jam, folks. We'll let those cars all... I'm allowed to cut this tree. Guess we need to get it onto the property to cut it. Oh, we knocked down that sign. I don't care. We'll work with this a little bit later. The cars will figure it out eventually. I mean, they can pass on double striped lines, but they can't go around a truck. Things that I find funny. We're probably going to move this truck anyway after a couple of minutes. There might be a tree over there. There's a tree right there for sure. Don't know if we'll find all the trees. We didn't last time. Let's check and see if this is one or if it's not. Any markings on this tree? I do not see any, so that's a no-go. We do have a marking on this tree, so let's cut her down. Okay. Kind of cut that one in half. Look at all those cars just waiting. Haven't heard of going around a vehicle. That would be like too easy. How many more cars? Not too many yet. That's good. It's not letting me grab that like that, so let's turn it around like that and see if that'll work. Nope. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. Do I see any more trees in this area? I don't. So I'm gonna be a nice guy. And I'm going to kinda get out of your guys' way. Gotta figure out how to get up there. Is that it right there? That looks like it's it right there. No, that's not gonna let me go that way. there's a tree. There's 2 trees. Let's hop out and cut them down. There we go. I think I'll cut about right there. Cut about right here. Cut about right here. Cut about right here. Might be a little long. I don't know. It looks like it is. Yep, it's a little long. Gonna have to split that one in half. Okay, so we still got a bunch of trees we gotta cut down. We're only at 4 right now. Should have no cars bothering me up here. I will say that right now. There's a vehicle bothering me here. I would have to ask why. Oops. Okay, let me pick that up. There we go. Now let's take care of this one. Okay, that works a little bit. I think I want to cut it right there. Okay, I just want to cut it about right there. There we go. Come on. Nope. Okay, well, you say, let's load that up. And all we gotta do is grab this piece. And we're gonna set it right on this log here so we can actually trim. Well, we might set it on that log. There we go. Oops. There we go. That works out nice and simple. And now we can shove this up here. This is actually kinda lengthy here. There we go. Okay, do I see any others? There's one right here, so we might as well cut that down. There's a road right over there. So we might be able to get that kinda in line with that road. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, let that roll down. There we go. Okay, now all we gotta do is go bring... Where's my truck at? The truck's over here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, we'll just drive the truck into the center of this. There's our cut branches. We're going to move this right up here, I think. Yeah, we'll drop this right down there. Okay, can we find another tree up here? There should be tons of them. According to this, according to the game, there should be tons of these trees in this area. that a tree? I mean, there's some trees right here. Yeah, these have to be trees. Yep. There we go. Let's cut them down. And cut that really quick, just like that. Okay, that's a dead tree, but it's not in our circle of life. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, we're just going to kind of block the road with our trees. Okay, that's not going. That's a dead tree there. We'll cut that one down. There's another dead tree down here. There we go. We're going to want to cut that one in this direction so that okay. This a dead tree? No. Looks like a dead one right there. This is close to my truck too, yep. Pull this puppy up. Yep, drop that thing here. That's good. There we go. Okay, there's a dead tree up here, it looks like. I want to cut all the trees down if I can. Okay, I think we only have one more tree. That'll be the fun one to find. Come on. Let's bring it down the hill. That's all we want to do. Bring this thing down the hill. There we go. One more tree. Where would you be, Mr. Tree? It's always the last tree, I'm telling you. Always the last tree. Okay. Okay, we are getting this filled up. We're missing one tree. I will say that we are missing a tree. We gotta find it. That could be it. Nope, that's not it. You know, that's the problem. Some of these trees look like they could be dead trees, but then you look up top and there's a ton of green up there. Let's look over here real quick. I know we got the 2 trees here. Could that be the tree? Ah, found it. Found the tree. Good news, folks. We got the tree. This should be the last one. Yeah. There we go. You know, throw these things down here. Oops. Okay, now we can drive forward. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to take that one. I'm going to drive forward. Okay, what do we want to do? Okay. Nope. Let's start by putting some lumber in this truck. Oops. That fell off the other side. Right there. Okay. I'm wondering if I can haul these logs down to like a main road now. rest of these. There's a road down here. What field is this? 86? Yep, this is 86, so let's bring our lumber down to field 86. That way I can find it a little bit easier. There's two. Yep, we're cruising it straight down to field 86. Yeah, I don't know how many more we have, but this gives us, what, at least 4 here. Should be more than 4, I would think, but I'm not quite for sure. Oh, there's one. And bring her down the hill. There we go. Okay, so we have maybe six logs here. There's one in there. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got one way down here, so 6 logs down here. And that's in field 86. That is good to know. We need to shoot down this way. Well, it's not field 86. What field is this in? '85, I believe. Because we're in field 86 right now. We took out that sign. Yeah, I believe it's field 85 we got our logs in. Let's just take a quick look. Yep, field 85. And that's pretty close to where we can sell it, so let's go sell it. Back it up. Oops. There we go. Untie it. How much we make on the first load? Ooh, 1,300 bucks. You know, it's not a ton of money, but you know, when we don't have a lot of work to do today, it is something. We need to go to field 85, which is over here. For our logs. They're not that far away. Oh, come on. You gotta be joking. You literally have to be joking. Let's see if this one, I think this one we trimmed. Okay, so we just got to move the logs up a little bit. That's all we got to do. Okay, I mean, you talk about ridiculous, though. Now you'll let me cut this, right? All right, here. Yep. So we just got to move the lumber up a little bit to get it in so that we can cut it. I'm going to cut this off right here if I can. Maybe not. Holy crap. There we go. Okay, now we just got to move these logs over so we can cut those. Okay, we'll start about right there. Okay, that needs to get cut in half. We'll do that a little bit later. We'll make that one of the last ones we toss on. I do have to say, this is kind of tedious work here. Yeah, we'll need to cut that one down as well. Yeah, that needs to get cut. We'll set that layer like that. Boom. What do we got? Looks like we got 2 left after that, and then we need to trim those last 2 logs down. So, I don't think we're going to get $1,300 worth of lumber here, but maybe it'll bounce me up to about 2 grand, so it makes this job worth about 4 grand. We gotta cut off the end there, so Oh, come on. Okay, we're gonna need I need to toss that right there like that. We'll leave that there. So we got these 3 pieces of wood we need to take care of. And once we get this done, we will have harvested a pretty decent sized field. Okay, I think we can just cut that in half. That right there. Alright, so we're just about done. I think we'll grab that piece of wood over there that has the end stubble. Because I'm going to take this piece as well. I think I want to go this direction though. Nope, we want to go this direction. Then this piece, we're not even going to try to cut. We're just going to put on like that. Strap it in. Now let's go take it in. That's a second wood cutting thing. Fortunately, I think this is the carpentry shop. They're close by. And we'll see what we get out of this. I always forget to undo that. There we go. See what we get out of that. $800, so $2,400. And there's absolutely nothing really that we could do. We could do these sewing ones, but we'd have to buy the grain. Both are cotton. We're going to collect that. So that ended up being a well $4,500 job. We'll collect that. It's pretty late in the day, so I think we're going to call it a day. We'll visit you. We're here. Yeah, this one here a little bit shorter than normal, but hey, if you made it this far, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And with that said, stay safe and bye for now.